Um, yeah, I don't have face cam on today because I just don't feel like it. I mean, I feel fine, right? But I'm about to eat dinner soon-ish. So, yeah, I wanna eat dinner in the middle of this trial that's gonna take 3 fucking hours. But yeah, we're about to do the 3rd trial. The murder of Ibuki and Hiyoko. I forgot her name. So, is every 3rd trial always a double murder? Because it was the 3rd trial was the double murder last game too. Everyone heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough, Monokuma.
Welcome!
Everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey jerk, hold it right there. I'm only 1 trial into V3.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
Yeah. But it's true. It's true. It's followed suit so far. Two for 2.
Hey!
My brain works just fine.
Hey!
What'd you do with Nekomaru? Did you come to avenge him?
That's...
Avenge? It sounds like he died. Sounds like you say oops.
Anyway...
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Is Nekomaru dead?
Huh? Damn it! Well...
Is Nekomaru dead? I mean, doesn't say he is. Nekomaru might be dead.
How about it?
What do you yearn for?
I don't like that. Nekomaru doesn't deserve to die.
See?
Technically, none of
I'm
these
gonna
kids
do
deserve
it.
to die. Not even Hiyoko.
I'm gonna do it!
He's dead. He's gotta be dead. She just said that.
Bad.
When Monokuma mean just now? Did I remember?
Jeez.
Yeah. Dude, Fuyuhiko's like transforming into the good guy. Do you think he could survive Monokuma's raw power? Yeah, haven't you seen how powerful Nekomaru is?
Hey. Well?
Then let us proceed. Wow.
Fine.
So, I said before that the biggest suspects are Gundam and Kazuichi. So,
Let's make history.
you know. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the first non-stop debate. Our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, I missed the debate when it was 15 people. Dude, can we skip this cutscene? Oh, it like skipped. No Ibuki. No Hiyoko. Nobody said a word. We said they're trying to... The killer's gotta be male. Because now we have a disproportionate amount of female to male victims. Or, you know, players. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. Elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through the doors from the other side, eroding. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, my food's already here.
What?
Yo, hold up. My food's here? I'm back. I got my spicy Korean. I need to get more water too. And pee. I should have not started the stream yet. Tomorrow's a big protein day, okay? I took out the ground chicken because we have 4 of them. Okay. 2 people got killed at the same time and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey, hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No, no!
Why bother?
That's... Well now.
Oh my god, is Nekomaru dead?
Yahoo!
So the curtain to the 3rd class trial is about to open. Ibuki Miura, the ultimate musician. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I agree, Hajime. And Hiyoko Sayanji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. Yeah, I like Ibuki too. She grew up. She was cringe at first, but I grew to like her. I grew to like Hiyoko too. Like, when I saw her dead body, I was like, what the fuck? I love that all these characters are still alive. Like, it's still blue. And then we have all this red here. Poor Hiyoko. She didn't deserve it. For our sake. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I didn't waste. I should have spent time with Ibuki. This game like really incentivizes you to Go! Infinity Unlimited Flame! How many do I have? 4. There. I'll get the influence gauge one. Becco is dead! No! Dude, there's like not... Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I'm gonna auto this real quick.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
You played this on
I'll
me, and
punish
boy, you
everyone
need extra
besides
influence.
the blackened.
How hard
and
was
that
it?
person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know.
Yeah, me
because
neither.
I was asleep the whole time.
Well, not really.
Even if you do grasp
I get
you're
it.
just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Good point. Good point,
Anyway,
Akane.
We shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate.
I hate
in the
Hangman's
arguments.
Gambit. The new one.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Oh no, I'm Hajime.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Yeah,
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
I get it though.
Mikan came
I
by to
kind of
wake
get
me
it.
up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time.
Dude, Ibuki's suicide was like chilling.
When
you
I
know?
pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
It's scary.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue.
Yeah.
But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Aw.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Yeah, it's true.
But I remember feeling a little
I streamed at the
relieved
perfect
because
time.
not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our site.
This is my normal-ish stream time
After
when
I
I'm like
rested for a
sleeping
bit,
normally.
I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. When that happened,
no!
we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Suit ideas, as in like formal?
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Or like
not once, but
hero
twice
suit.
in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
Yep.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you.
Hero
I understood
suit.
it very easily.
Like
Well, it's clear what the problem with
non-stupid
this
ass
case is.
dull
When
green
Hajime
bunny
left the
suit.
music venue, who...
I hate his suit. It's so ugly.
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Even though what we said is true,
Hajime,
what
if you're
Nagito
the
is
only
saying
one
is
who
also
saw the
true.
hanging video
It does sound
and the
suspicious.
first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
True.
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
How would we prove that
Come
though?
on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
How do we prove that? Scrap of thick paper, surveillance camera unit, surveillance monitor video.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that
Wait,
possibility.
what is the scrap of thick paper? Oh yeah, this. This is not relevant at all. It's probably the surveillance camera unit, honestly.
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means
Oh,
it probably
there
is
it is.
Hajime's fault.
I know what it is. I know the contradiction.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's... then the fact that Ibuki...
That would also...
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
I like how we're the one in the
Obviously
hot
because
seat
he's
right
the
now.
killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong! I'm not the killer! I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
True.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Well, that solves
Isn't
that.
right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it? Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Yeah, Nagito is a really smart
It
person.
also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as
Hiyoko
a
was killed
suicide.
before Ibuki was.
Ain't
Ibuki
possible,
probably
huh?
wandered into the venue.
Like I said before,
and
it's
whoever
pretty
was
clear what the problem with
whoever
this
killed
case is.
Hiyoko took advantage of that.
The killer murdered Hiyoko while
That's what I
Hajime was
think.
gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
How long
Couldn't have been gone for more than 10
from the
minutes.
music venue?
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Yeah, she was dead already.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
Most theory, am I right? I won't. Don't say it, but am I
However,
right?
That door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the
Like,
killer would not have been able
It's
to leave
blaringly
either.
obvious that she was already dead. Like, that's not even a theory. Like,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
Oh, I didn't even notice that Sonya was gone.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital,
It's for spoilers.
the only
don't,
person
don't,
that leaves
Don't
is
confirm
one
for
of you.
spoilers.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
But he's like,
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh?
huh?
You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Is Nekomaru controlling
making bad
Monokuma right now?
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Look. Pekko's, her cross is, her bamboo sword. Oh, another non-stop debate. Semi-transparent glob, probably.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You
Wait.
can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that,
no.
the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
so they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay.
The killer was still inside the music venue by locking the door from the inside.
Wow.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. First try.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably glue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob.
Yeah, it was
Must have
pretty
been glue.
tough.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
True.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
But the drumstick.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
I get it.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
This is where scrum debate
During
comes
the
in.
10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered
Come on, play scrum
Hiyoko and
debate.
created a closed space.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Yeah.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
She's already
couldn't have
dead
done
and
it while
duct tape
Hajime
up.
was away
At
from
least her
the
throat
venue.
was. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
They must have done it earlier than that.
Yeah.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when
True.
you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
True.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too.
Dude, I'm excited
Here,
to play
I have
V3 just for scrum debates. Like,
That scrap of paper, is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
it's wallpaper. It'd just be one word, wallpaper. W-A-L-L-P-A-P-E-R. Okay. W. Wall. Oops. Where's the P? P A P. Where? P. Pete. There we go. The pee is stored in the balls.
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Your laptop struggles with V3? Really?
In the music venue storage room.
This is a
sheet
visual
of black
novel.
wallpaper
This
that's
should
the
not,
same
like,
color as that scrap.
run at all. I mean, like,
There was also a tear along the edge of the
I feel like
wallpaper,
these types of
If
games
so-
should be able to run on a fucking potato.
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this
Hajime,
out
shut
easily.
up. I mean, not Hajime. Nagito, shut up. You clearly know the answer already. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it there, the answer should become clear. Let's give it a try. Oh! Logic dive, hell yeah. I look beautiful today? Yeah, it's me, Hajime. Alright, what's the answer? I like Logic Dive. It's a fun minigame. Come on, give me the question. Why did Hyogo's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. I like Logic Dive's song too. It's really good. Come on. What did the killer use to hide her body? The curtain. No! What? Why would it be the curtain? She could have been behind there, right? I mean, no one went inside of the room, right? No one went inside of the room, so would it really matter? Whoa, there's ramps now, dude. Radical. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body with wallpaper? They formed a wall. They covered the pillar? Is this possible? They covered the pillar. Really? Okay. Oh, it was already there. I thought maybe they tied it up already. Okay. But there would have been a big old lump. There would have been a big old lump then. When I figured you could use A and D to move, I coomed.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, I really like Logic Dive. It's a good minigame.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
Would have taken.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh, look at the other pillar is worn off and shit.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
I guess so.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
I get it.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
Where was the trash hidden?
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Yeah.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note,
All right.
it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
Wait,
You're
Taco
pretty
said I
noisy
sound manly
for someone
today?
who eats mothballs.
It's because I cumed.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
New year,
I
new me.
knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Uh-oh.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Dude, if they make it like a
Based on
fucking
what we
chopped
know,
up body
the
in this
reason the
game,
killer
I would
chose these imitations
throw up.
isn't that difficult to
because it's
figure out.
gross. I actually don't know. What would it be? Hide the weapon?
Crap!
No.
I see!
I don't understand that, how that would
The
correlate.
reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Oh, duh.
Then, Hyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Right?
That means when she
Right,
was still alive,
right.
her feet were touching the floor.
Right?
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hyoko was killed.
Right?
That would mean Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because the bottom of her
Because she was
feet were
doing something
bloody.
That's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Walking through blood.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Yep. I was kind of hoping this would be a rebuttal. Blood on the soles.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yes, I agree with that.
Even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart.
Thank you, Gundam. You're super silencer. It did play Class Trial Odd Edition like rebuttals. What?
When Hiyoko died,
This isn't the rebuttal
Ibuki's
song, is
feet
it?
were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Fucking white noise, bitch. Fucking white noise.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
Oh, and that's why it was
That is
marked.
not
It was
Ibuki's
white.
blood,
It was wiped
right?
away.
She suffered no external injuries.
The
And it's
theme that
Hiyoko's
played
blood.
during the text was the
Hyoko's
objection
only
theme.
wound was a fatal slice on
I
her
can't
neck,
discern
and
these
she
scenes
died
from each
almost
other, honestly.
instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Here we go.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Oh, Gundam.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference.
Yeah, why
in
did it play
status.
during that
However,
non-stop debate?
the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I like the rebuttal showdown theme though. Rope used for hanging, scrap thick paper, step ladder, smudge on the floor.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about. Did you see a nice nightmare?
I can't back down! As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. Then it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel it's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Oh my god, Gundam.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. Then it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel proud
Wait.
of yourself.
I have to get
It's been
pushed back on
nearly 3
purpose? That's what it
years since I've
said?
had to use 60% of my power.
Put out the sword when we place from an encounter. Because I thought that word from earlier was the opening for his rebuttal. Look, and we're bringing back the topic. I have to be pushed back on
Hiyoko was
purpose.
taped to
Okay.
the pillar, yes. And it's possible that, however, you can... It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my...
Damn it!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That was interesting.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
It's an interesting mechanic to make me have to do.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
I do.
If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Oh, I got her on
When
auto.
the
I'm still
killer
eating.
tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but... Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide
Maybe.
Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her
Yeah.
blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
But she was only stabbed in her
Actually,
neck.
The bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with me.
Wait, where's the weapon?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
If the time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma File just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yep.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec.
I'm guilty. Yeah,
There's something I want to run
killed
by
Hiyoko.
Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
If Akane gets killed, I'm
Hey,
gonna kill myself.
If the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed
I
to
shouldn't
do?
say that on stream. I'll probably get banned. Suicide.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered.
Technically
For
yes,
example,
technically no.
It's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
No.
That's totally impossible. Then she never would have killed her to begin with.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But her despair disease was to
But
be
if
gullible.
Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then
Dude,
she
what-
was alive.
What if her body was just never found?
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
No.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
No, because
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, That alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's
Why
no
is the
doubt
cat
that someone
hung?
killed those two.
What?
I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the
Well,
stepladder,
someone
right?
could be off camera, obviously.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Yeah.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
It's the despair
I
disease.
don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it
The
seems
pink cat
obvious
is tied
that
in
the
rope.
killer did
Oh, that's
something.
Monomi, and she's a bunny.
So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
And she's only tied up
So,
because
an
Monokuma
alibi.
hates her.
Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Before morning announcements.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement.
True.
And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Here's the next one. Yep. Thank you, Sonia, for that nice segue. Let's see Fuyuhiko's account. Sonia's account. It's gonna be one of these accounts, probably. After Fuyuhiko and Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently, Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. And Hiyoko was distraught because her kimono was disheveled and she was unable to tie it on her own. Okay, it's not Sonia's account, because this is completely unrelated to her alibi. Well, maybe. No, because her alibi should be... Because this happened before, when Hiyoko was still alive.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
I'm
I
not
was
smart.
totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I missed.
We can exclude the sick. And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone at...
So everyone who stayed...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Oh!
Crap!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what is it?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Oh,
what about
Mikan's
the
account.
other-
What's her account? Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital, checked on everyone, and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. She at the hospital. For Ibuki, she met up with Fujiko. Is it Mikan's account on the same one?
Right before
Is it
the
one of
moon
those
was totally
things?
sleep.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed at the motel does it.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
Why was it
No,
that
that's
one? They're like
wrong.
the same out. They were like the same thing. Why?
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Her weird sleep.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Oh, because of
Too
Hajime.
much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Is
If that's
Mikan
the
really that
case,
horny?
The killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Uh-oh.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Probably not.
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Let's hear it. If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Is that the trap set by one of us? If so, then whose and what kind of trap is it? Logic dive? Logic dive? Oh wait, are we at the middle? Really already? We're blasting through this.
Hiya!
Stop it!
Monami's appeal time. Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother's gonna give you a chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show the tricks to treat like a... Okay. About 30,000 words or so. Okay. You're sweet like milk. Robot. This trial isn't as long as the others. Uh-oh. Really? Why isn't it that long?
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation.
I like Monami.
Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
Okay, but like, is Nekomaru
Everyone,
controlling
do your very best. Don't lose to
Monokuma right now?
yourself. And
Reason killer did an imitation murder was a reason other than falsifying murder sequence. Something like that even exists?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Because you can only kill 2 people.
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Where's the
Well,
ultimate
that's
high
probably
school
it, but
archer?
That attitude is what makes this feel incomplete.
That could be
If
a
falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the
character.
very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
Yeah.
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's
murder wasn't. That's what I thought.
I understand.
No,
that
no, no,
imitation wasn't enough. But aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
No,
It's not just the
something.
poor imitation.
Something's going on.
There
I
are
actually
also
don't know.
other
Now I'm
strange
confused. A little bit.
Strange details. Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
We know that. It was Sonia.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
Your theory was that
this is
Ibuki
getting
wasn't
quite
planned?
Interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue. If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. It's Sonia's account. This one's obvious. What? What? Where's Sonia's account?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, she wasn't abducted.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
Okay.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
The Wizard of Monomi? I don't understand this one. I thought it would be fairly obvious using Sonia's account to be like, why did she go to the music venue? Because there's a mirror in the music venue. There's a total 3 deaths. Monomi lion. Jeez.
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Crap!
She did go of her own free will. She's right. I do agree with Sonia.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
What is it?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
The will of causality.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Or she was guided by the will of causality.
I don't know. What did Hyoko have that would say she went of her own free will or not? Her kimono. Because she couldn't tie it in the tiny mirror. She needed a bigger mirror. Because Sonia said. That's all I can think of. What was in her kimono when you searched the body? Her motel room key, right?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
She was not abducted.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonia said.
All right,
She
I
went to the
don't. I
music
didn't
venue
like
of her
that
own free
one.
will.
I didn't like that one.
So,
Not one bit.
exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
It's like
Hyoko
COVID.
locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
Yeah, at least it's not swimsuit and gravel.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Oh, Akane, huh?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
I love
No,
Akane.
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Stepladder candle smudged on the floor of Mikan's account. Sonia's account.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking, and that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
We're advancing
There's no
again?
reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words. The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Hell yeah.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah,
'Cause she's dumb.
She went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Take off your
Hajime,
clothes?
now's your chance. Make her admit defeat.
Dude, I'm
or better yet, make
terror,
her do a
terror.
little something, something.
Alright, shut up.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
This game's a lot
Though
more
I knew she would go
perverse
there,
than...
there is no way I could have
first
predicted
game.
when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
I still wish Mikan was alive.
Kazuichi, it seems
I mean, not
you have
Mikan, my
quite
hero.
the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
True.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
True.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
True.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation.
Don't do it. Oh.
Killed Hiyoko.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
But does it count? Does it count as them killing? If it's a it's technically a suicide, Ibuki.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Yeah. Killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close. Please do a logic dive.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
The suicide wasn't done
I'm
of free
so
will, and
happy
free
I'm
will is
getting
important for who
goosebumps.
becomes the Blackened.
Everyone actually
Okay.
needs help from scum like me!
So what do you think?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene.
True.
But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Like
So
in
if she
Trial
faked her
2.
death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene.
Yeah.
There'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Because if Peko didn't have her own
that's
free
why I
will,
think there's no way she faked her death.
then
There's
Fuyuhiko
no
would have
way
died.
Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Okay. Wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around? Was she tied up?
That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
It's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... step ladder? The answer is step ladder.
I can prove it with this.
Peko thought she was a
Ibuki
tool
used the
without her
step
own
ladder
free
to
will,
hang
but
herself.
she chose to
It's
kill
strange
Mahiru
that there weren't any
Fuyuhiko didn't
footprints on
order
it.
her. Oh, yeah, I remember.
Huh? There weren't?
He's like, no, don't do
Yeah,
this. And
That
then
stepladder was
it happened
completely
anyway.
clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You're obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kamaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
He did, but it was probably
Unless there was
dried
something
already.
funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video, hmm?
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Oh, jeez. The mystery sounding incident is contained in that video. Whether or not we can reach that hidden truth. Logic dive? Logic dive. Logic dive. Logic dive. Logic dive.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Please don't be Hangman's Gambit.
I'll definitely try.
If it's Hangman's Gambit, please just give me the answer outright. Like, there was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the one who actually saw the video. So I'm the only one who can do it. In the hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. Oh. What?
Damn it!
Oh, is it the curtain? No.
Damn it!
Okay.
Here!
Yeah.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
I
Can
did
you
it.
explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side,
There's blood.
there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Dude, I love the debates.
However,
I love
that
the
contradicts the video
I
I
love-
saw at the hospital.
I love the debates. The class trials.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Do Danganronpa, but real.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Dude, a more complex game.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
A more complex version of Among Us
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
would be insanely popular. Like,
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case,
a playable
the
version
only
of
thing I can think
Danganronpa.
of is
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 step ladders?
You don't enjoy
Where
3
would you find another
because of the
stepladder?
twist, right?
There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
you're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
Oh, come on.
what are
Shuichi
you
ain't
two
that
talking
bad.
about?
The curtain. Oh my god, are you serious? I fucking hate Yangman's Gambit. What? I don't want to do this. Just give me like 3 letters. Come on, game. It wants me to do F. Fin. No. Bill. Nope. Film. Filming. Ah, shit, I destroyed it. Ugh. Filming location. Okay, thank you. I fucking hate him. Ah, fuck, I destroyed it.
I got it!
I hate it.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
How?
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
It was from the
It
hospital?
was filmed somewhere else.
Huh?
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Yeah, they really suck.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
You know, it shows they filmed the video music video instead of somewhere else. Yay, Logic Dive! Yeah! Love Logic Dive! Yeah, it's a good one! I'm eating M&M's right now. Woo! Logic Dive hype! Little White Hajime hype. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? I'm gonna say both. I bet it's both. Ah! Can't do that. Wait, they replace it? Come on. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital? Probably the hospital. Where else would they film it? Really? Oh, the camera, not the location. Duh. I was like, what? Let's go, little mini Hajime. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue? Surveillance camera. They took it with them. They can't increase the signal. Yeah, this is totally Run. I love that game. Rest in peace, Flash. Wait. If the suicide was filmed in a completely different location,
It's all coming together.
then how was Ibuki's body at the music venue?
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
How though?
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
But her body.
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
Wait, what if the hanging on the video is
You should
fake?
have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
The
He
video
did
was
discover
fake,
the
wasn't
body.
it?
I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but... in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Smashed it.
I see! the killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not.
Not true. You can find
My
you can
attention
find
was so
camera
focused
pieces
on
in
the
there.
body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
It was filmed inside the hospital, wasn't it? Inside the conference room. CONFERENCE. Okay. Really? I fucking missed. I have to destroy these. E. R. E. Up. Oh shit, I destroyed it. I did it all on my own.
I got it!
Another one? There's another Hangman's Gambit? Fuck, dude, I hate these.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? The conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Okay, so the video wasn't, it was a hint. The video was a hint. Vehicle's account, music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations.
Okay.
Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
I can make sense of this
No
one
way,
pretty
and the
easy.
music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That
I agree
must
with
be
that.
it.
Thank you, Kazuichi. I like that. I like Kazuichi's
What the killer
agree
did was
slash
make the music
statement.
venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident,
True.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Shut up.
Yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
In actuality,
True.
even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage.
I didn't even notice that.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
All right.
But that's not all.
That's a
There
breakthrough.
should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
Probably. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. Is it the rope? No.
Crap!
Candle.
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right?
Right?
In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange.
Is
The
it because
music
there's
venue
no
has good lighting,
other
so there's no
room?
reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make
So
you think it was the
Ibuki
same
was
candle
killed
that was
long
used in the
before
video.
then.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going
Wait,
for that
but there
effect.
then that would mean there's two bags.
With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner.
But they cleaned it up, I
But
guess.
it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
True.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
True.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
What?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, she was killed in the music video.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Yeah. It means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Then how are there two hint bags? There was only one hint bag.
It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
How was that?
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
Exactly.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
But how quickly I ran. It was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. Okay. Monokuma said the person who got the bag could get infinite resupplies. Oh, really? Oh, also I didn't check what Hajime said. The moment I was already in the killer's trap, and the one who set the trap for me was... I have to choose?
Why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video.
I don't know. We
There's only one
still don't know.
possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I have to choose? Already? I don't know. I mean, they'd have to be like the same size as Ibuki. Who could get to the conference room? Mikan.
You're the only one! Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
I thought the killer would have been a boy.
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
Jeez.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Is Mikan the same height
Is that also a
and
coincidence?
build? Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead. Huh.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room.
I mean, she could go to both.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me.
Well, that's pretty smart.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Okay, and she was counting on them
Not
not
only
finding
that.
that out.
The others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
It just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree.
Yeah.
It is truly difficult to
agree.
believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
This bitch is
Hey,
being
Hajime.
manipulative. Fix aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Uh-oh.
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Hmm?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What?
Are you serious?
What's going on now?
I'm so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not
Yeah.
have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
You already said that. Fuyuhiko.
Actually, this is a game.
Yeah, we're literally playing a
Please
video
don't
game.
say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal!
Please tell me,
Decisive
Nagito.
clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket.
I love how the
That
supermarket...
place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
Yeah, I love how the
If
supermarket
they
is
got
just
it
like
at the
every
supermarket,
single...
that means it was brand new,
trial.
right?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, for real, Taco.
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Do they have the
Near
evidence
middle
on
of the
them?
rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It's not new.
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Oh.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
Yeah, why'd he keep quiet?
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
This rope won't be much of a clue. Might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
Dude, Nagito's
Just
like
like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
he's Junko level smart.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Huh?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Have I? No, I still have the footage. I finished my video, but I need to add music to it. I could do modern Minecraft, but I can't get Valorant yet. Still. Rope used for hanging, scrap of thick paper.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
I agree with
Scars?
that.
You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
True.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma File complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki's caught death with strangulation. The fact of the dice of proof is the killer. What is happening right now? We're looking for the killer of Ibuki and Hiyoko. I would
Ibuki didn't
recommend
die
not
from
watching
hanging.
this stream if you plan on playing this game, because this game is very good at story.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
I don't think I think I have to
Scars?
agree with
You
someone
mean the
here.
rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
And this is a
Why would
a really
that
good
be?
theme.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma File complicate it never specified hanging or strangulation.
Alright, let's check out the Monokuma File, just as Gundam says. The two victims this time, Ibuki Miota and Hayako Sanji. Ibuki Miota's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Crushed windpipe as a result of choking. Okay. Ibuki Miyota's cause of death. Hayako Sanji's cause of death. What? Was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What was Hiyoko killed with? We still haven't gotten to that yet. What killed Hiyoko? Okay, by Astar, just message me on Discord or something. Let's see.
Crap! Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Grab the thick paper.
She was strangled to death.
No. I'm being stupid.
Ibuki didn't die, she was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Yeah.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
I feel like I have to agree with
Fall for
Fujiko.
someone's lie?
Yeah, there we go.
That must be it.
I agree with that.
So that's what happened.
It's
We've
kind
been
of sad
falling
that
for the
two
killer's lie
people
this
next
whole
to us
time.
are dead. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death is being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from the hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Yeah, Hajime's lonely.
That is... well...
I feel bad.
You told us the wrong cause of death.
I really wish
You
My
lied,
Hero was
didn't
still
you?
alive. Like, she seems like a good main character to keep alive.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
I may be biased because I am a photographer myself.
You, Mikan,
So,
the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I couldn't because I don't
I'm
know
not
the
taking her
difference.
side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
True. True.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Okay.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
That's true.
Huh?
And if not,
Because
her
she knew about her
were still
symptoms the
very
most.
serious, and caused her to believe what anybody told her.
And it's likely that
It wouldn't
Mikan
surprise
was
me if she willingly
infected.
followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
Exactly. That's what I've been thinking.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
No, I don't think
That's a
Mikan planned
little-
on doing this at all.
Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is.
But I don't
I
know the
mean,
difference
a
between
killer, you
strangulation
know.
and hanging
You got it all
bruises.
wrong. Please forgive me.
That's the thing.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Huh?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see.
Yeah, Mikan would definitely be able
You
to
guys
know
are
the
kind.
difference.
Well,
Even if she doesn't
that's
have
the choice
that.
everyone makes. And the only thing I can do is
expertise.
back off, I guess.
Because they seem like such a
Is that
simple mistake.
really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
She was afflicted by the
Really
despair
true?
disease.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I
She
don't
was
wanna do
acting
this
weird.
either. Of course I don't want to do this,
It's kind of sad.
but I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
So
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Monokuma basically
to
just
believe in
forced her to be
someone,
the murderer, pretty
you
much.
need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
What?
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies.
That's a real personality?
Justifying your actions
What?
with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that.
Well, it makes their personalities the opposite of what they usually are.
It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair.
What the fuck?
Won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Yeah, Mikan does have... I like
Hey,
dubs
Mikan,
that have good
Can
English
I ask
voice
you one last
acting.
thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
She had to have, right?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me. Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right. Show me your proof. Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
Really?
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption.
Why wouldn't they bring in the real voice actors?
Because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, she really is the only
Everybody
suspect.
always hate me. Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. That video. I never filmed that video. It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
How? Why is it me?
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
Because Hajime's the protagonist. It's true. That's true. I wish he looked different. Hajime's he's so boring looking. Wait, is this Panic Talk action or another? Yeah, it's another debate. AC temperature, probably.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body
slippers.
types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Dude, this is like
Just from
Mikon's
that camera
scary.
angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
The theme
You're
playing
the
right now is
only
called
one
Hope
who can
vs.
point out
Despair.
the killer's mistake.
It played during the debate versus Junko. That is Virgil's fun fact of the stream.
I'm not the killer!
It's
We can't
good.
think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
What? But the blood.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you
Surveillance camera
who could have
unit.
filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Hmm.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have different body types.
True.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
No?
Damn it!
I don't want to have to restart.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikon clearly have...
Is that really? You could tell her body type under the hospital just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
What?
You're the
Juggy's
only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
killer's mistake?
I'm not the killer!
AC temperature.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Dude, I actually have no
Do you have any
idea.
proof?
Killer's mistake. Mistake. I like.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
What would the killer's
Is
mistake
the hospital
be?
gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
I feel like
Ibuki
it's the
and Mikon clearly
slippers.
have different body types.
Because the blood on the
Is that
stepladder,
really
right?
your proof?
Memorize Chiaki's
You
weak
could tell her
point.
body type under the hospital
Oh yeah, I
gown?
totally forgot that's a
just
thing.
just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
So please
Hajime,
I
pay
totally
close
forgot
attention.
this
You're
was
the
a
only one
mechanic.
who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oops. Oops. Okay, I forgot the controls. Hang on.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikon...
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that. There's no way you'd be able to. So please forgive me already.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I totally forgot this was even a mechanic.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No.
Damn it!
Ugh.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the handbag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from.
You have to go all the way back.
There's no way you'd be so pleased for. Hajime, you're the only one who can
Point out the killer's mistake.
The killer's mistake. Shoot hemp bag with it. Hemp bag.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
No.
Damn it!
Ah.
I'm not the killer!
I wish I
can't
could
think of
go
anyone
to
who could
the
have filmed
freaking
it.
page I want
Is
instead
the
of having to
handbag
go
on- is
all the way
hospital
through.
gown- Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and you're the only one who can
Point out the killer's mistake.
Shoot the camera angle? I feel like it has to do with the camera, right?
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed
If
that.
it's not the
Do you have
slippers?
it? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital just from that camera angle?
I'll
Huh.
shoot through that contradiction.
Let's. Huh? Oh, yeah. Because
You've
the
committed a major
camera's
mistake.
below the stage, right?
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Oh, okay.
So how can you
It's a slip up, like Celeste.
anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who
It's-
actually
in-
filmed that
in-
video.
In the third trial
that
last
right?
time, Celeste slipped up, and that's how she got
This is your just reward.
found out, right?
The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied,
Or was that
didn't you?
Mondo? I don't remember which one it was, but someone slip
you
up
serious?
revealed them.
Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 Huh?
It was Mondo who slipped up, yeah.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Hmm?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the
Maybe
video?
Mikan's my favorite girl now, because
How do you know so much about that video?
I like the girls with the sadistic stare.
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then
Such
you're gonna
despair.
forgive me?
I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. Time for the third PTA. This time is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Aside from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. Uh-oh. You'll no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. At this point, you need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as left mouse button. Mash the tempo marker by either pressing... The number of bullets refreshes based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you push the tab key, bullets won't be refreshed. So please... How do I shoot? Hang on, what's the... Left click is shoot? Oh, it's just the beat, right.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for
I
good?
kind of forgot the
Will you
PTA.
forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Owie.
You still haven't forgiven me!
Oops.
I'll do anything you want.
I did that on accident.
Me. Do you understand?
Why only me?
Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already?
Forgive me! Forgive me!
Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me?
I'll do
Ouch.
anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
Why only me?
Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
This is the end!
There we go. The PTA is B-Tech BTB. Base whilst
Monokuma
negative.
mentioned this earlier.
Base whilst and negative? Oh. Huh? Okay. Well, I got through it anyways. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize.
You said there was an infinite stock.
Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why?
Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Nikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end,
The killer.
at least let me believe in you.
He's Gundam. We're finally at the closing argument. How long has it been? 2.5 hours. So it's like half an hour shorter. Okay. What I saw on the monitor. Oops. This is the exact same The exact same picture. Oops. Okay. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Left. Here. There we go. Nice. Last stock? What? Why is it so short? Why?
Here's everything that happened
Why
in
is
this
it,
case.
why were there only 2 stocks?
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
Okay, let's go.
When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
Poggers.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance.
But why did she do it?
Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time.
You know, they should add the gray killer
the
to
crime had
Smash
already been
Bros.
committed by that point.
Technically a video game
The person in
character.
the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head.
Oh my god.
Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
Alright. Oh my god.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar.
Without Hyoko,
I didn't
man.
expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene.
Yeah.
The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but
Yeah.
when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance.
Is Mikon really strong enough to do that?
However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
Interesting.
And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
I mean, I would be too, man.
Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Dude, I like Despair Mikon.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
What?
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
I did pretty badly on this one, honestly. I got an A? Why? How? How did I get an A? Time left, missteps, perfect. Lots of missteps and faced in. What determined? Were there 16 minigames? Is that what happened? Final. Oh, what happened?
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
Each phase? Like what counts as a phase?
Please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Your internet went funny.
Go.
Am I still recording in 1080p? I want to hear her voice it out. I don't want to read it. We still need to know where Nekomaru is, though.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right, the true identity for this horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon, the one who nursed us back to health, is the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? So 5 of the 8 girls are dead within 2 trials.
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere. A phase is each mini game, I believe, and that includes the debates. Okay. Then it makes sense.
What's going on?
This chick...
Hey,
It's nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. Who does Mikan remind you of? He reminds me of Junko.
Hey,
You got horny for despair? She might have caught it too. The despair disease.
What?
I
I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. That means she
What?
was... Mikan felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, it must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
And because of that disease, Mikan was...
perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Okay. Because of that despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair. Oh my god.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Is she still sick?
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgiveness. Yeah, Monokuma cured the disease. Killing someone for the sake of despair instead of killing for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that. Good job, Hajime. I mean Nagito. For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. Oh my
beloved
god.
was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They
Warning.
gave me value.
Is it Teru Teru?
They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
Dude, she's got a Ahigao face. Like, holy shit. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey,
Don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? It's because you don't have anyone to love? It's because you have someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. God! Look at those faces! My beloved and I are only the ones with that thin veil, and I'm just looking through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how
Like,
amazing.
nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Okay.
Could it be?
This is not the despair
This
disease. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to this disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Apparently that's what my symptom was. Haha, what a wonderful symptom. You had the remembering disease?
but
But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this,
Such despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Don't get so angry. First of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. There's a Discord bot that allows you to play around with the sprites from this game. Figure Happy Hapic and Ultra Despair Girls. And my friend uses that Mikan sprite a lot. The horny Mikan. I'm the person I am today because of my many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was my most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between you all and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? This is the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Do you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh, you still don't doubt? You still doubt me? Then to prove it, okay. The World Ender organization you were all worrying about.
You serious?
No, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, about how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future? That's right, that symbol in the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck, this isn't a comic book, you know? It's part of their planet in the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi? I knew it. Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
I am Monokuma. My existence is entirely my own.
hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us? Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. You even know about that? I don't know anything. I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were all like this all along, because if that's true. And who's the person we've been spending our time with until now? The past. Past? That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend.
Oh?
Sigh, that doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey! Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Mikan knows Hajime's talent right now. She sure does.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Poggers. Hit the button. Oh, I love that animation. Bye-bye, ouchies. She's on a giant... Oh. He is fucking the arm. And she's very horny. It might be someone from the first game, maybe. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki, Miota, and Hiyoko Saionji was Mikan Tsumiki. She's been executed. Mikan's dislikes was listed as big things in the e-handbook. So she doesn't like huge cocks. Man, I plan on hanging out with her, but I was hanging out with Gundam instead. So who lives? Who lives now? Who will live and who will die? I think Fujihiko's gonna make it to the end. Fujihiko and Hajime. Gundam is better waifu. Yeah, that's why I maxed him out. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Let me ask. Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or was that itself a symptom of the despair disease? Why is he talking like a normal person?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that from remembering. Then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope. If Mikan ended up like that just from remembering, it's probably a bigger story. It's probably a bigger story reveal than we expect, right?
But...
You gotta go? I'm about to end it too once we finish the chapter. Well, I'm not gonna end the stream. I'm gonna probably play something else, but you know, in Danganronpa. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, she lost herself to a simple disease. She was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. And our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. And now there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about those feelings. It's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikano was not the traitor.
Come on!
The traitor is still alive, as proof. See how fine Monomi looks right now? I'm not fine at all.
Hmm?
But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like 2 hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monomi.
Phew!
Who cares about that? Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey, hey! Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's funny because downs comes after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? Oh. Old friend.
Hey!
So just as I thought.
Miss Sonia.
However,
I'm still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
You're happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Miss Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
right?
Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it a grand, even for those who have died. I don't get this at all. Akane.
Right!
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off with that list. Is he dead?
Unbelievable.
What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't
No
you?
way!
I'm not plotting anything. I'm just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Oh my god.
What's this?
What happened?
All right!
Come on. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey! Listen!
Where is he?
Hey, hey!
He's nowhere to be found. Could it be we got false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Wow. 9 days left. Okay. The big ol' bomb. Caper Throp. And Ibuki. Oh my god. 3 more girls down the drain. Is it medicine or social skill? Yes. We were hoping things would progress smoothly. That's right, a common ordinary progression would have been just fine. Like, for example, the enemy's lair crumbling right after you defeat the final boss, or your dead friend suddenly reappearing. It would have been just fine if things had progressed like that. That's the kind of old school progression we were hoping for, not this unreasonable turn of events.
The name's Nekobaru Dead. I've been reborn in the rivers of hell.
Nekobaru, more like.
Nekobaru? Is that you?
No matter how you look at it, I'm still me.
No matter how we look at it, this isn't you at all.
Sheesh.
What? No, bring back Flesh Nekomaru, please.
You...
Don't go scaring Miss Sonia with that strange ass mask.
I already know.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, hey.
Why won't it come off? Are you friggin' kidding? It's not just for show.
Pure electricity.
It's not just for show, it's pure electricity. I've been reborn as pure electricity. He's the ultimate electricity. If you're seriously Nekomaru,
Damn it.
that's my fault, right? You ended up getting a body like that. It's my fault, right?
Sorry.
I don't know how to apologize for this. Okay.
You serious?
If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're gonna end up getting more gray hairs.
Hey, hey.
Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time.
Hey.
But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right?
You...
Oh.
It's just better. It's better to just be alive.
Huh?
It's better to just be alive. Hey, don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight.
Show some spirit.
Doesn't matter what happens to my body, not one bit.
amazing.
You're amazing. Nekomaru is brimming with hope. Oh, Nagito is horny. No matter how to make sense of this, it's just too weird. This isn't a novel or movie, it's reality. Are you sure? Something unexplainable really be allowed to happen? No, instead, why did this happen? I'm glad that's fine, right?
What's this?
Oh,
What?
yeah!
Hey,
Psychopop magician.
oh my goodness! Such a wonderful before and after has occurred.
Hey, hey!
Fool!
Phew!
Hey, hey!
You.
There she goes. The buttons popped off. Your Monokuma are going to. You intended to find me yet again? You're quite the barbarian.
Disappear!
Jeez, this time you'll definitely fall prey to my Monokuma bazooka. Once again, the world shook and turned stark white, as if the surrounding environment and all sound was blown away by the impact, turning everything completely white. Within that,
Nekomaru!
That didn't faze me at all!
wow.
Check it out! I'm intact! I have no injuries at all!
Hey.
No, thank you!
By the way,
I suppose I should fill you in, even though he's a robot now. If Nekomaru is killed, it's still gonna count as murder, okay?
of course.
Of course, it's possible Nekomaru might kill someone instead.
Fool!
Don't say such foolish things. That will never happen. Well, with all that in mind, you guys enjoyed the killing school trip together.
Let's get along!
It's impossible.
Will Nekomaru ever return to his original form? If that's the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru.
Sheesh!
It's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot now, you know? I'm sorry, I can't really see a difference.
Uh-huh.
Making a robot one of the main characters, the genuine mystery is transformed into sci-fi mystery. And the hard world is transformed into cyberpunk 2077. You're totally destroying the genres. Oh well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. As I listened to Monokuma's boisterous laugh, once again I was forced to accept that this island is not the day-to-day world I know. It's a mad world where the strange is accepted as normal. Causes, reasoning, circumstances, foreshadowing, these things don't apply here at all. That is what it means to live in a mad world. Do ultimate robots dream of clockwork? The next morning we gathered at the hotel restaurant like we always do. Man, the food today was awesome as usual. It's impossible not to worry about it. Robomaru. Mekomaru. Yeah, I got it.
Hey.
Well...
Fool!
All right!
So you're here too?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I should know my place and not speak out of turn when everyone's gathered together like this. However, I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you about what happened yesterday. That person, Mikan, you called her beloved. Can't help thinking about that, and it won't get out of my head.
What?
Am I just a coward for worrying about that?
Let me tell you this.
It crossed my mind as well, but based on how she phrased it. Please forgive me, as my hopes of finally seeing you die with me.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
And there's nothing to worry about.
Fine.
The Future Foundation. Our enemy. The fearsome organization knows the world inner is truly responsible for our imprisonment.
If you flinch, you will die!
Future Foundation, That word future. Does it have anything to do with that ancient ruin? I mean, there's no doubt that that symbol on the door is the ancient ruin was the Japanese word for future. However, the more I think about it, the less sense it makes. Why would an organization that's secretly plotting to end the world make us suffer like this? They went to a lot of trouble to abduct us and bring us to this island. Not only that, but they took away several years' worth of memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy. For reasons that are also unknown.
Impossible!
There's obviously something wrong with you if you believe in something so unrealistic. You're one to talk. But what should we do? What should we be most concerned about as it relates to the Future Foundation?
Isn't that right?
It's the traitor from the future and they're hiding among us.
Hey.
Wonder who it is. Troy, did any of the outsider hiding among us trying to ensnare on us?
I won't be fooled!
Nagita's obviously the most suspicious now. Even a childish organization blathering about ending the world wouldn't accept someone like me.
Man.
You guys should know that feeling well, right?
You think so?
And that's the reason you're not the traitor? I don't understand your theory at all.
Huh?
And who do you think is the most suspicious?
It's obvious.
I nominate Hajime. True, I am the main character.
Wow. Hey.
If we're basing on this is on an outsider hiding among a group of ultimates, Hajime should be doubted right away. Huh? Hajime's the traitor? Of course not. What are you even saying? Obviously your fault.
Settle down.
Fool!
I'm really cold right now. And I have a heater on. Don't you think fighting with ourselves like this is Monokuma's trap? That might be true, but... Alright, I'll handle this. Just leave this matter to me. What do you mean? To eliminate this tense atmosphere, allow me to present you to my new function that I discovered last night. New function? Don't tell me it's flight. Can you fly?
No!
He's crying.
No!
My right eye dispenses cola, and my left eye dispenses Rooibos tea? Rooibos? Rooibos? Or what?
Behold!
Are you kidding me?
Damn it.
And I'll be here all day if we keep commenting on every little thing you do.
Don't fuck with me!
What the hell is Monokuma thinking giving you a function like that?
You're so evil!
I'll beat you up!
That's...
You showing up at a time like this means, did you come to tell us you defeated another Mono Beast?
Yippee-ki-yay!
Tada, you're correct. Once again, you can visit a new island, so please take this opportunity to get along with everyone. I ain't going. What a drag.
Man.
If we go to the new island, it's not like we're gonna find a way to escape this place, right?
You are right.
Rather, I feel as though the opportunity to kill increases every time we go to a new island. So it might be best if we do not go.
I renounce you!
I do not know what you're planning, Fiend, but we're not going to fall for it. That's a misunderstanding. I was just...
Lame.
Arg. Jeez, how annoying.
Unbelievable.
Just stay back and leave the rest of you, big brother. I'll give you an example of how to lure these guys to you, little sis.
Hey!
What? Delicious.
I tell you to stay back.
This technique, it's impossible to defend against it or evade it.
I don't get it.
Well now.
I'm so cold. Yeah, now that I mopped up the annoying one.
Special bleeding service.
Okay, since you guys are feeling down in the dumps, I'll make you guys excited your noses will bleed. Compared to the earlier investigations, I prepared a special treat that's completely different before. Treat?
Nice.
Huh?
Hmm.
Miracle.
Oh my god. Parts that may be useful in making a ship.
You serious?
News.
And your student profiles from your time at Hope Peak Academy.
So
do your best to explore. Take care.
Hey.
What should we do?
You know, right?
Only option is to go, obviously. We won't be able to get home if we have ship parts.
Yep.
I plan to go too. If there are clues about the future Foundation, we need to make sure we see them.
Hajime.
What about you, Hajime? Of course you're going, right? If you look at your student profile, you might be able to find out what your shining talent is. It's a chance for you to clear any suspicions, right?
What?
But if there's a clue about my talent, I want to know what it is. The reason Hope Peak Academy chose me, the talent I possess, these things matter to me. There's no way I'm not worried about it. Seems you've all prepared yourself for the worst.
Starting to get pumped up.
That means we're gonna go, right?
I...
If everyone is going, I shall accompany you as well. But there's also a possibility that Monokuma set a trap. We should be careful where we step. Right now's a good stopping point, but kinda wanna keep going. Also, I haven't checked on our pet. No poopies. Well,